I told you. I told you. They were waiting for me to walk away. They were waiting all this time. Dallas owner is back. Dallas owner is back. Let's see what he's up to. Here we go. He's leaving without saying goodbye. That's not good for business. That's not good for business. That's not good for his business right there. He's up to no good. Trafficking, distribution, and packaging of narcotics, and now he's waiting for the command signal to drive away. He's heating up his vehicle as if it's below zero outside. It's beautiful weather out here, guys. Gorgeous weather this Sunday afternoon. May 24th, 2026, Sunday afternoon at 3:47 p.m. There we go. Finally, it took him a while. Remember, these are puppets. They're being instructed when to drive out, when to turn the vehicle, when to provoke a confrontation. And now, he's just sitting there like a duck. Let's see what's going on. There we go. It took him a while. He's gone. He's gone. See that? We got him. A show of defiance. Once again, we have Homeowner Martinez Sons 5135, 5135, and 5132. Okay? Away from 5130. The female just drove away with children, making periodic deliveries, that's right, with the children to avoid any suspicious activity of trafficking, distribution, and packaging of narcotics. 5130. Various trap houses in the area. And of course, the Dallas owner is selling candy boxes to children and young teen victims. Okay, so obviously, that's what we got. All right, for now we're moving on. Murder plot continues. Extreme, lethal, high level frequencies, electromagnetic field waves. Shock treatment to the brain. Coming from next door, 5135. Ah, there we go. We have a community gang stalking. You saw that. You want to do that again? You might want to think about that. I know you're feeling a little brave, but do you know where you're at? You might want to ask yourself that question. Do you know exactly where you're at? This is 24th Street in Laramie, okay? Remember, this is my block, okay? I'm Neighborhood Watch. I thought so. They had to reconsider. And obviously, they know. They know exactly who the boss is, okay? They know. They know. I'm still listening. I'm still listening, guys. Anything? Anything? Told you. Told you. They know. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. What is going on here? What is going on here? What is going on here? Somebody just jumped out of nowhere. Somebody just jumped out of nowhere and is behind the bush. What does that mean? I'll tell you what that means. The mailbox exchange, child endangerment of narcotics. That's right. That's right. That's what we got here. That is a designated area right there for the envelopes to be opened, resealed with the narcotics, and placed for prepaid customers at 5130 West 24th Street, Laramie, Cicero, Illinois 60204. This individual jumped out of nowhere, spontaneously. There we go. And this is a child, okay? This is a child in harm's way, okay? This is a safety concern, of course. Child, see? This child is visiting and has no idea. Told you. They're all coming out. They're all coming out. See that? These children's lives are in danger, okay? These children's lives are in danger. I'm providing a public service, and this is one of the reasons why Town of Cicero officials and Larry Dominic, town mayor, have declared me public enemy number one. If something happens to these children, at least we know how that happened, how they came about. There you go. The mother's not home. The mother is not home. They're locked out. They're locked out. The mother is not home. The mother is busy trafficking, distribution, and packaging of narcotics. The mother is not home. Okay, looks like she has arrived. Let's see. She's leaving the children alone in harm's way, knowingly that the narcotics are placed in that very spot. Okay, inside the mailbox and inside the front, the bush where they're sitting at. There she's arriving after making periodic deliveries of narcotics, and the children had no idea she was not home. See that? She just leaves, and that's it. You seen the children panicking, knocking on the door, and obviously she left without letting them know. Trafficking, distribution, and packaging of narcotics, and that vehicle is a loaner from her husband, friend, okay? Her husband continues hiding after February 27, 2026, Friday at 3 p.m., a U.S. Marshal faked catch and release father and son to avoid incriminating our current mayor, Larry Dominic, and the U.S. Marshal. It was documented that no evidence of narcotics were found, even though not even a knock on the door on video. No search warrant, no canine dogs, no paperwork, other than no evidence of narcotics. There she goes. She is making periodic deliveries with children now, with children to avoid any suspicious activity. I'll Google her information of the vehicle to find out if she's the rightful owner of this vehicle, and you're going to see for yourself what's taking place periodically. The machine, Town of Cicero Mayor Larry Dominic, open for business, has no shame involving children regarding state fraud, mental health hospital, inpatient entrapment. No address identification, no work permit, open for business. You saw the children panicking. They had no idea their mother was not home. She just leaves, and that's it, okay? That's her job, and that's another reason why a show of defiance and unity right here. The Martinez family have been instructed to park here as catfish. 5135, homeowner Martinez son. 5135, homeowner Martinez son. And 5132, the person in charge of 5132. A show of alliance, defiance, catfish away from the activities taking place of narcotics at 5130 Trap House, 5132, 5135 next door, Trap House in the basement, and 5139, brother and sister, with a gunshot through the front window, not in the area, okay? The Martinez family are making periodic deliveries, village of Pilsen area. And it just got real quiet. Remember all that noise they were making? Not anymore. Not anymore. That's it. It just got really, really, really serious. Why? Because it's against the law to mess around with children. It's against the law to endanger your children with narcotics. It is, okay? It might not be here in town of Cicero. It's legal, okay? It's legal. But sooner or later, the public will respond, and they're going to find out exactly what's going on here in town of Cicero. I have laid down the foundation, guys, okay? I am being subjected to lethal Hollywood frequencies. 2003 year and present, 2026, May 24th, 2026, Sunday at 3:57 p.m. Extreme Hollywood frequencies as a distraction, as a deterrent away from the mailbox exchange, child endangerment of narcotics, of course, 5130. Okay? 5132. The little baby right along. Dallas the owner. That's right, Dallas the owner. Selling candy. Ah, there we go. Homeowner Martinez leaving. Leaving. There we go. Why is Homeowner Martinez leaving? He's leaving because he wants to create a diversion. And he's coming back. Let's see. Is he coming back? Is he coming back? Remember, the idea behind Homeowner Martinez instructed to do so at the same time frame as I'm speaking about the children. They're trying to cover up any involvement with child endangerment. You saw that? They just incriminated themselves, guys. They're trying to cover up any involvement of trafficking, distribution, and packaging of narcotics involving children to avoid any suspicious activity. They just got caught. That was a big mistake. There's no reason for this individual on command signal. All the windows are closed. And they have me on the surveillance. I'm doing surveillance on them, and they're doing surveillance on me. The only difference is I'm being subjected to this. Electromagnetic field waves and high frequencies. Okay? You want to get rid of somebody? You attack the brain. You want to get away with it? Well, you have to implement what just took place right now. The game of manipulation, daily plan attacks, entrapment. That's exactly what this is, okay? Remember, catfish, bait, focus, follow, attention span, social acting. So when I come back, I focus my camera on him, okay? They preconditioned the victims to do so at home. And the consequences are very severe under doctor's care. All right, we got him, guys. He's not going to get away. Why? Because he lives next door. He's still living with his mommy. That's right. Even though organized crime has brought them a new vehicle, they're still living with their mommy. Okay? 5135 next door. 3:59 p.m., 3:59 p.m., May 24th, 2026, Sunday afternoon. You cannot deny this criminal organization is panicking and reacting each time You want to do that again? You sure about that? You sure about that? You want to do that again? You want to do that again? You want to do that again? It just got real quiet. You want to do that again? You want to do that again? You might want to think about it. You might want to think about it, for real. This is your livelihood at stake. Okay? This is your livelihood, guys. You might want to think about it. Okay? Sooner or later, they're going to investigate where all this money is coming from. So all these vehicles are being brought for their participation in state fraud mental health hospital inpatient entrapment. I want to think about it, guys. It just got real quiet. It just got real quiet. Silencio. It just got real quiet, guys. I wonder why. I wonder why, guys. See that? I think they made them, and they made a boo-boo. That's what that's called, a boo-boo. There was no reason for Homeowner Martinez to leave on the same time frame as I'm talking about the kids being in danger. See? They got caught. They got caught. They got caught, and now they're quiet. Now we know. Now we know. All right, please get involved, guys. It is worth your time and effort. You can see for yourself, there's no police officers in the area. That's right. They're waiting for me. That's one of the reasons why I'm being subjected to lethal high-level frequencies and electromagnetic field waves. Subscribe to Tech Ingredients YouTube channel, Tech Ingredients, detailed information of unsolved murder cases of identity theft Medicaid, as far as equal exposure, microwave oven, x-ray machine, or sleeping next to a high power line. Okay? So get involved. Please contact Child Protective Services. You saw the children, guys. Okay? These are innocent children, and you saw them panicking, knocking on the window. The mother leaves without letting them know. Okay? Why? Because she's making deliveries in a vehicle that was given to her, or perhaps it's a loaner. You can upload the information on the vehicle. That is her husband, friend. That's right. That we have on video making a drop off inside the mailbox, and when they were hosting a white powder bag party involving children. Okay? And 5132 next door, we also have video footage of a young teen victims. And we also have footage here at 5130, young teen victims. So that's the reason why Homeowner Martinez's son was instructed to drive off underneath my window, military-grade technology, very aware of my location and activities, instructions given on command signal. Okay? You guys want to do that again? You might want to think about that. You might want to think about that. Seriously, this is your livelihood, guys. Okay? You're not going to get a better job than this. There we go. We have a police officer involved in criminal activity. Here we go. It took him some time, but we got him. We got him. That is the police officer involved in criminal activity. A show of force, a disregard for public safety, and of course, a misuse of taxpayers' emergency revenue funds. You cannot deny that Morton High School students are not being protected. Why? Because Thomas Cicero is utilizing all their money and taxpayers' emergency revenue funds on me. That we need desperately when the flooding comes every summer. Okay? There's nowhere for the water to go. That's it. So we got the police officer, and obviously that's another reason why I'm being subjected to lethal high-level frequencies and electromagnetic field waves. Once again, if you want to get away with the murder, first of all, if you want to get rid of somebody, electronic harassment. If you want to get away with the murder of secondary health issues or radiation levels, you have to implement the game of manipulation, daily plan attacks, entrapment. You guys saw I have not responded. The windows are not covered up. But this police officer has been dispatched directly from next door, 5135 second floor hideout. They have a private line that they are in full contact with these police officers, and that's exactly what happened May 1st, 2026, Well, first let's take care of what happened right here. The police officer passing by at 4:06 p.m., 4:06 p.m., May 24th, 2026, Sunday afternoon. Okay, so we got the police officer. We're waiting. There we go. Mm-hmm. Now they want to play music. Mm-hmm. Now they want to play music. All right, keep doing it, guys. You're doing a good job. Mm-hmm. You're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. Okay, let's see what we got here. Anything else? I guess that's it. Mm-hmm. I guess that's it. I don't know, guys. I guess that police officer was my imagination. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I guess that police officer was my imagination. I guess so. Mm-hmm. I guess so, guys. I guess that police officer was my imagination. Okay. Is that it? Are you sure you guys want to keep sending these police officers this way? You sure you want to do that? You think that's a good idea? I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Town Cicero officials want to continue spending all that money on me? Go ahead. Go ahead. Okay, but sooner or later, these taxpayers are going to find out. Social media is a very powerful weapon, guys. Believe it or not. We're waiting. The female, trafficking, distribution, and packaging of narcotics involving children. And she's going to continue. She's going to continue delivering the narcotics. Why? Well, no address identification, no work permit displayed, and Town Cicero Mayor Larry Dominic, the Machine, State Fraud Mental Health Hospital, inpatient entrapment. Open for business. We got them. We got them. You want to do that again? Go ahead. That's your livelihood, guys. Remember, that's your livelihood. That's your livelihood, guys. You want to keep eating good? You want to keep eating good? You better chill. You better chill if you want to keep eating good. I'm telling you that right now. 4:09 p.m., Sunday, May 24th, 2026. Once again, a show of defiance in the weekend, guys. Okay? On the Sunday. I'm not even safe on a Sunday. Sunday's a sacred day. Okay? For many people. Keep making noise. Keep making noise. Okay, I guess we're done here. Moving on. Get involved, guys. Please contact Internal Revenue Services, the IRS, posted date January 8th, 2025, regarding 5132. Okay? And that's it. Okay? For now, the female should be returning back with the children sooner or later for a reload. Okay? Remember, she's only allowed to carry a certain amount. And that police officer that you just saw pass by, he will be posted in certain areas for safe passage of narcotics. So the police officer is dispatched for documentation purposes and to make sure they're undisturbed as far as, look at that. Look at how quickly the female came back. Didn't I tell you? It didn't take that long. It didn't take that long. Look at the information on the vehicle, and you're going to find out if it's a loaner or she actually owns the vehicle. Okay? There we go. Trafficking, distribution, and packaging of narcotics. with children. Okay? There we go. Her husband continues hiding because of me. Because of me. She is on the phone with organized crime. She is on the phone with organized crime. They just arrived back at 4:11 p.m. 4:11 p.m. Sunday, May 24th, 2026. 4:11 p.m. Open for business. There we go. Look at where she's gone. A reload with the Candyman. A reload with the Candyman. Didn't I tell you? So she's instructed the child to walk the opposite direction from her. She is reloading. That's the reason she came back. Okay? She is reloading. And she instructed the children to walk the opposite direction so she can make her way toward the basement. She's not throwing away the trash. Okay? She's not going to the back to throw away the trash. She's going in the back to reload, guys. Okay? This is a reload in process as I'm speaking. Okay? That's the reason the children were instructed to walk the opposite direction, catfish, so we may continue focusing on the children rather than her. We just got a brain attack, and obviously that's a confirmation. We just got a brain attack, guys. 4:13 p.m., 4:13 p.m., Sunday, May 24th, 2026. Okay? We just got a brain attack. And the brain attacks are used to manipulate the victim to respond, yelling, running out of control, kicking, screaming, public outbursts. And that's another reason why the police officers were in the area, because I am being subjected to electronic harassment constantly. Okay, 2003, over a decade, 2003, year and present, 2026, May 24th, 2026, 4:13 p.m. And town officials are very aware that there's going to be secondary health issues or radiation levels sooner or later. I do have an MRI of bleeding from my brain and a CAT scan that my doctor at Oak Street Health, Dr. Augustine, read to me. He told me, Miguel, the bleeding stopped. We have no idea how or why you were bleeding from your brain, but you have nothing to worry about. You can go home and relax. Well, I did my homework. When the bleeding stops, it creates a blood clot. This is dry blood that travels up the stem of the brain, cutting off the oxygen. Silent, incoherent victims. Nursing home final faith, identity theft Medicaid takes place. Plenty of second character witnesses in the area to make sure and make certain. Not only that, creating family conflict, emotional distress, anxiety, disbelief, mistrust, anger. The family members will turn on the victim. The family members will sign off all legal rights, will place an order of protection, and will award the victim to the State Mental Institute, the final faith. Silent, incoherent victims. Nursing home final faith, identity theft Medicaid takes place. Organized crime family process. Manipulate businesses, remain in control, and silence their arbitrators. The only reason I continue mentioning, they just got real quiet. They're listening to me. They're listening to me. No community gang stalking. No police officers in the area. The children have been instructed to walk the opposite direction. The children have been instructed to walk the opposite direction. 4:16 p.m. 4:16 p.m. Sunday, May 24th, 2026. The brain attacks continue. The female is still back there, reloading. We are waiting. Okay, let's see what's going on. We are waiting. She's still back there. She's still back there, guys. She's back there, guys. We are waiting. 4:17 p.m. 4:17 p.m. Sunday, May 24th, 2026. The children have been instructed to play in the parking lot of Board of Education District 99 building, while the female, the mother, continues trafficking, distribution, and packaging of narcotics. The Candyman is there. See, that's the vehicle right there of the Candyman right there. That's the Pontiac, the red Pontiac, and it's parked exactly by Board of Education District 99 building, and there's a reason why he's always parked over there. Okay? He's always carrying bags. We are waiting. We are waiting. The children have been instructed to play in the parking lot. Here we go. Here we go. You want to do that again? But this time with a helmet. Okay? With a helmet, guys. Safety first. Okay? So here we go. 4:18 p.m. 4:18 p.m. Sunday, May 24th, 2026. The children continue to be alone at the parking lot, and the mother is retrieving the narcotics from the Candyman himself at 5130 West 24th Street, Laramie, Cicero, Illinois 60824. You would think, after all that driving she did, she would go home and relax and chill, especially in the weekend. But she's at work. There's a reason why she has that vehicle, guys. Okay? She did not go inside her home to rest. She went directly for a reload. This is a reload in progress, and that's the reason for the community gang stalking motorcycle. Okay? This is a deterrent, a distraction, and that's the reason. Another reason I'm being subjected to high-level frequencies and electromagnetic field waves, shock treatment to the brain. A little bright light harassment there. Standing by. Standing by, guys. Standing by. We are waiting, guys. How long does it take? Well, it's going to take a minute. It's going to take a minute. The longer she stays back there, the more suspicious her activity will be on video. Remember, the children were sent to the parking lot while she's reloading. And that's why she made a quick movement toward the gate. She's back there. She's back there, and there's no question. We caught her on video. Now, she's going to have to face the music. If she goes through the back alley, that's on her, okay? If she sneaks in through the window, that's on her, okay? If she decides not to come out, that's going to make her look very, very suspicious. So my advice to organized crime is just to instruct her to come back out. Okay? That is the best advice I can give organized crime right now. Because right now, you guys are not looking too good. I'll be honest with you. The children are in danger. People are, when you mess around with children, believe me, people get involved. Okay? Keep messing around with children and see what happens. Okay? Keep messing around with children and see what happens. Okay? How we looking? How we looking, guys? Not bad, huh? Not bad, huh? How we looking? Not bad, huh? Okay. We are waiting. We are waiting. Look at the time. Look at the time. Look at the time. Look at the time. That's right. Look at the time, guys. I'm telling you. They just got caught. They just got caught. Now they're strategizing. How are they going to work this out now? She's been there for a bit. She's been there for a bit. Is grandma sick? Is grandma in need of medical attention? Is the Candyman sick? It's a beautiful day to spend on the front porch enjoying your nice beverage, okay? A nice tea, perhaps. But her children have been instructed to walk away. She got caught. Now they got to strategize how she's going to go back inside her house. Well, we're going to see. We're going to see, guys. It's rough. I'm telling you. It's not rough. It's not easy. It's not easy. Okay? It's not easy at all. She got caught, guys. Look at the time. It's a pretty nice day to be outside. Why would she want to come home? Think about it for a second. She's been driving, making periodic deliveries of narcotics. If you were driving all day, the first thing you would do when you arrive home is walk in your front door, okay? And chill. But she went toward the back alley. She instructed the children to walk away, okay? She's back there. She's back there. After several deliveries today, sooner or later, she's going to have to come back to that vehicle right there. Right there. Now, is she going to be able to do that? Or is she going to be holding on to the narcotics until tomorrow? That's what's going to happen. She's going to have to hold on to the narcotics until tomorrow. Okay? Because already she's a suspect. She's been a suspect. She's documented. Her husband, February 27th, 2026, Friday at 3 p.m., fake catch and release father and son. It was documented that no evidence of narcotics were found, even though there was no search warrant. Even though there was no canine dogs, no towing of vehicles, not even a knock on the door. Okay? So, there she goes. Told you. There we go. Told you. Eye contact. She had no other choice. Now she's looking for her children. And now look at that. She got what she needed. There we go. The second I turned around, And look at that. She got caught. She got caught. I told you. This was a reload. And the reason she chose her children to walk all the way was because, look at that. Look at that. This is organized crime family employee. And he's too late. He's too late. He was supposed to do that. He was supposed to do that before she came out. If you want to do something, do it right, guys. Okay? That vehicle is well documented full time to be a catfish. Okay? Catfish, bait, focus, follow, attention span, social acting. Look at what time she came out, guys. 4:29 p.m. Sunday, May 24th, 2026. Okay? Now, she's not even interested in her kids. Okay? She's just leaving the kids playing in the parking lot. No food, no water, and that's it. And remember, the kids, they were knocking on the door. Okay? They were knocking on the door, and they were panicking. And she comes home, and what does she do? After making deliveries with the children, she tells the children to go play in the parking lot while she reloads with the Candyman. She got caught. She got caught. Now, she's sitting on the narcotics and she's waiting for me to walk away from the window. Let me repeat that. She has the narcotics. Okay? Now, all she has to do is drive away. That's all she has to do. But we're going to make sure we got this. We got this. So we're going to see what happens now. Remember, she got that vehicle for this specific reason. Okay? She got that vehicle for this specific reason. Trafficking, distribution, and packaging of narcotics. Now, they got to figure out a way that she's going to be able to deliver the narcotics without being suspicious. Without the children or with the children, we shall see. We're going to find out, guys. I'm telling you. This is the reason why Thomas officials and Larry Dominic, town mayor, have declared me public enemy number one. Pay close attention to what's going on here. History in the making. Get involved, guys. I'm telling you, it is worth your time and effort. Okay? I want to take this opportunity to let you know, my ex-wife, will be leaving to Mexico. Okay? I'm happy for her. She's retiring. And obviously, I cannot continue living here because I cannot afford the rent. She's asking $1,200. And she has asked me several times to move out. And I'm still here out of the goodness of her heart. But obviously, the mortgage has to be paid. Okay? So I don't know how you guys are going to be able to strategize or open up a federal case of this kind regarding state fraud, mental health hospital, inpatient entrapment without a victim such as I. Okay? You have to have a victim that's willing to tolerate the electronic harassment and constant shock treatment to the brain. And you know what happens to the meat, the tissue of the brain over time when it's being subjected to shock treatment from any electrical source outage. The meat, the tissue will darken over time. What causes darkening of the tissue and the blood? Well, secondary health issues or radiation levels. Okay? Blood trauma to the brain. Tumors of the brain. Okay? Bleeding of the brain. Blood clot. Bone cancer. Okay? Long traumatic. I've been subjected to electronic harassment since 2003 and present. And you can imagine the traumatic effects on the brain and body over time. Okay? Now, I have to document everything every single day. So when that fateful day comes, there's not going to be no doubt. There's not going to be no question how I came to be. Okay? So I want to take this opportunity now to let you guys know public service notification awareness. I, Miguel Rodriguez Jr., grant full permission to all parties to record and upload videos of myself. Okay? I live on the second floor. My address is 5133 West 24th Street in Laramie, Cicero, Illinois 60824. Okay? Record me as I'm walking down the street. Okay? Record me inside my room. That's right. Record me inside my apartment. Okay? I'm waiving all my rights. And obviously, this is what it takes to open up a federal case, guys. You have to be willing to get your hands dirty, and you have to be willing to bite the bullet, okay? Sooner or later, I will not be able to function, okay? Silent, incoherent victims. Nursing home final faith, identity theft Medicaid takes place. Plenty of second character witnesses in the area to make certain this state fraud mental health hospital inpatient entrapment is certain, okay? And there's no question once the victim become ill, okay? So we are waiting, and now the female is gonna have to face the music every single day. No work permit displayed, no address identification, okay? And they continue trafficking, distribution, and packaging of narcotics. I know there's a lot of concerned people out there. I know they're listening. They're listening, guys. I know they are. It got real quiet. It got real quiet, guys. All right. All right, this is what we're going to do. Watch this. 4:32 p.m., 4:32 p.m., 4:32 p.m., 4:32 p.m., Sunday, May 24th, 2026. You see the vehicle there? You see the vehicle there, right? Okay, man. We're back. It's that simple. We're back. It's that simple. You see the vehicle there? You see the vehicle there? You see the time? Okay? The female already retrieved the narcotics from the basement, Candyman, at 5130. And she's instructed the children to walk away. And then she comes out and she looks around and she's not even concerned about her children. Okay? So, now we're waiting for her. Okay? That's all we got to do. You saw what I just did, right? I switched it over to the second video. And that's it. So all she has to do is drive away. But the second she drives away, we're going to know. The children are coming back now. The children are coming back now. See how that worked? The children are coming back now. Obviously, they were called in. Now they're coming back. See that? So the children were a deterrent. The children were being used as catfish. So I go outside and focus on them rather than the female retrieving the narcotics. And now they're trying to get back inside. And she probably went to sleep and forgot all about her children. Now she's there. Coming in the gang stalking. Eye contact. We got it. I told you. So when she came out, let me make sure you guys got this. Okay? The second I turned over the video, look at what happened. The second I turned over the video, look at what happened. I told you. The second I turned over the video, this is what happened. See that? 4:35 p.m. Sunday, May 24th, 2026. We still got them, guys. I'm telling you. We still got them. The vehicle's still there. The children were still outside. And obviously, she didn't want to open the door until further notice. She got caught. She got caught. And obviously, intentions are very clear. She was not interested in the kids. Okay? She was more interested in retrieving the narcotics. After all that driving around, she was more interested in going to visit the Candyman or grandma rather than relaxing. And then look at all that time it took her to open up the door. On video, guys. You cannot deny what's taking place here. No address identification, no work permit, and open for business. Town Assistant Mayor, Larry Dominic, the machine. Children continue to be in danger here. And once again, the second I switched over the video, the children were called in. See that? The children were instructed to walk away. Catfish, bait, focus, follow, attention span, opposite direction, so she may run and visit the Candyman in the basement apartment. And look at how long it took her to come out of the basement apartment. Okay? Look at how long it took her to call her children back inside. See that? Pay close attention to what's going on here, guys. You'd be amazed of how well social acting is played. And I can feel the electronic harassment. They're fine-tuning the electronic harassment to see if I respond to a different level of intensity, okay? I can actually hear, there we go. The children are back out. The children are back out. And look at what's going on there with the car. They are placing the narcotics in a hidden compartment in the vehicle. And remember, she already retrieved the narcotics from the basement. The children are being used to place the narcotics inside the vehicle. Now, all she has to do is wait for the police officers to be posted in certain area for safe passage of narcotics. Remember, the police officer is in the area, okay? Remember, she already grabbed the narcotics from the basement, okay? Now, the children are going to go back in. See that? Social acting. And that's it. They made the drop-off inside the vehicle, and the child is going to go back to for confirmation that the narcotics were dropped off inside the hidden compartment of the vehicle. Told you. This is called the 1-2 phase. Placing the narcotics in the hidden compartment, waiting for the police officers to be posted, and then she's going to drive off. There we go. You saw that. You saw that. The two other children were instructed to walk the opposite direction, and this child was instructed to go back in. See that? Another catfish. So I will not focus on this child, and I focus on the other children that were instructed to play in the parking lot. Same as before. Same routine as before. Okay, so that's what's going on again at 4:39 p.m. Sunday, May 24th, 2026. The 1-2 phase, trafficking, distribution, and packaging of narcotics. I told you guys, all you have to do is watch our social media platform. We got this, okay? We got this. I'm laying down the foundation, how this criminal organization is utilizing children for this specific reason. Social acting plays a very big role regarding state fraud, mental health hospital, inpatient entrapment. They have access to the vehicle. They know when to turn on the alarm on and off for distraction purposes. And the children are specifically trained to act a certain way, okay, and run on command signal. They're also making deliveries directly to the dollar store. That's right, the children are making deliveries directly to the dollar store, known as the candy boxes, okay? And we also have young teen victims. We got them. You saw that? And it just got real quiet all over again. I'm telling you, just keep focusing on what's going on. Now, let me tell you the next step. All she has to do, all she has to do now is drive off. The narcotics are in the vehicle. But she has to wait for a consent. She has to wait for the police officers involved in criminal activity to be posted for safe passage. This is how they're protecting this criminal organization. Okay, here we go. You saw the door open, and you saw the door close that quick. See that? There we go again. Ah, there she go. You saw her behind the door. You saw her behind the door. You saw her behind the door. There's no reason for her to be shutting the door behind the child. She almost hit the child. She slammed the door behind the child. Remember, now the child is going to go play with the other children in the parking lot, and she's getting ready to drive off once again. You saw that. Here we go. 4:41 p.m. Sunday, May 24th, 2026. Okay? That's what just happened right now. The mother panicked by slamming the door, almost hitting the child, not giving him enough time to run out on command signal. And the mother instructed the child specific instructions. Okay? So they're in the parking lot right now by Board of Education District 99 building. And now she's waiting for the police officers to be posted. Remember, the narcotics are placed in a hidden compartment of the vehicle by children, social acting, and then the children are there. They come again. There we go. Now they're gonna go. Let's see where they're going now. There we go. See that? There we go. Children. Oh, there we go. The door's open. Children are thirsty, children are hungry, and they're being malnourished because this female is too involved with the narcotics than feeding them. Okay? I don't see them eating anything. I don't see them eating no fast food. She's making deliveries. Okay? So once again, here we go. 4:43 p.m. Sunday, May 24th, 2026. There's a reason why the children are there, guys. Okay? They're not there for a party. In other occasions, they were. They're not there for any other purpose than a distraction away from what she's doing. Okay? That's the reason the children are there. Okay? They're being borrowed to her, just like the vehicle is being loaned to her, unless she brought it. That is her friend's vehicle's, her husband's. And now he closes the door. See that? There we go. There we go. They're in the back now. Okay? Now they've been instructed to play in the back rather than the parking lot. See that? There's been a change of plan. Remember, her child was given instructions behind the door before she closed the door immediately. The children now are following the instructions by her son that was instructed by the mother to play in the backyard. Okay, so now there's been a change up. There's a beep as well. Okay, there's a beep. One more beep should do it. Getting ready, guys. The female is getting ready to make deliveries. So she's going to have to figure out if she's going to take the kids or is she going to go by herself. Either way, it's fine with us. Okay? The children are coming back out. The children are looking around the bush. Let's see. Here we go. This is child endangerment at the highest level, okay? Disregard for public safety by our government officials. That's right. Disregard for public safety. I have contacted everyone, guys, okay? So you can see this criminal organization, especially Town Cicero Mayor Larry Dominic, is being protected by external government agencies. What do I mean by that? Well, individual employees are working their way up the rank and placed in high-ranking departments to make sure that Town of Cicero remains untouchable for now. That's right. You're not going to see no other area that the children are being used in this way and there's no investigation. You're not going to see that. What does Thomas Cicero do when it gets too hot in the kitchen? Well, February 27th,